Says we are live. Good morning and happy Friday, everybody. You know the routine. I'm a little early. I'm a little early here, but you know the routine. We're going to take a moment and let's post these on, let's get some people on here. If you guys see this, let me know. Andrew, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Been a long time. Gabe, good morning. Loving this. Give me just a second, folks. Let me share this here. And if you would do the same. All right, there we go. How's everybody doing? Andrew, we haven't talked in a while. Did you go down to Phoenix? Did that happen already? The National Conference, VFW National Conference. Were you guys down there? We're gonna have a fun. Let me tell you something. While we're getting people on here and whatnot, share this out because I'm definitely gonna be talking about some stuff today that's probably gonna get me shadow banned again for some of the topics. But hey, Brian, good morning. Thank you. Appreciate you. It's been a crazy week, and if you guys missed, I did a happy hour on Wednesday night this week, and it had some quite a few people on, a lot of comments and stuff. It was great, but if you guys could, share this with everybody. Let me know. Andrew, is it all American? Yes, I love it. That's awesome. Oh, conference is next week. Stephanie, good morning. Stephanie, you made a comment on Wednesday night, and it was funny about the bike. I didn't recognize your last name because I remember you recently got married. Congratulations, by the way. I remember bike. I was like, bike. Oh, she's talking about the motorcycle. I remember the rides and stuff. Yes. I love it. I love it. Good morning. Appreciate you being on here. Ford. Gabe, I got to look into that one. For taking that. I appreciate you guys. Come on, share this out. We'll get it. I got about another minute here before we really get started. I jumped on a little early, so this is good. Andrew, I appreciate it. I look forward to it. We need to definitely catch up. Yeah, this is great. Yeah, so Wednesday, what was I saying? Wednesday night, I did a happy hour, kind of recapped of what I did the last 12 days. I was on a little R&R. And listen, I brought the bow tie back for you guys today. This is for all of you out there. But yeah, did the happy hour, something different. That was a fun ride. I miss riding. Called a buddy of mine, and last night down in the Phoenix area. And it's hot there, though. That's the problem. This is the time of year where I don't miss Arizona, because it's your air conditioned bill goes through the roof, and it's just hot. But yeah, if you get a chance, tell me if you saw the happy hour show Wednesday night. Let me know what you thought. Send me a DM if you guys would like to see more of that during the week. I decided to do that because I didn't do a show last week. I was out on a family trip and had a good time. But let's go ahead and get started here. It's 9 o'clock. It's time to get this party started. It's time for your HMG weekly wrap up. Those of you that are new to this station, my name is Adam Bird. I'm the founder and CEO of Heroes Media Group and a slew of other things. But for today, this is what we're going to talk about. I shared a story on Wednesday night It's basically about a veteran who wanted to build his dream home, and it turned into an immediate nightmare. I've had the honor of calling this guy a friend of mine now for several years. Those of you that have served in the military, particularly during the beginning of the initial push in 2003, you may remember the Iraqi playing cards, the 55 most wanted playing cards. He was one of the creators of those. I'm talking about retired Army captain and Dr. Hans Mumm. And I will share this link one more time. And if you missed the story behind it, go ahead and take a listen to it on Wednesday night's post. But he basically is an Army veteran, and he got screwed. Ryan, what's up, brother? Appreciate you. We need to catch up soon. He got screwed. Builds his house, or trying to build a house, and the contractor screwed him. Here's how. And I'm paraphrasing this. Read the story on it, but the backstory on it was this contractor took over, and near the end of the build, the contractor didn't want him to show up to the property anymore. They wanted it to be a big reveal, big presentation, a hero's welcome, if you will. And so they put all these tarps up so people driving by and stuff couldn't see anything. Red flag number one. They created a website and everything for it, and they were promoting it. And they sent him and his family to Denver for a Denver Broncos game. And when they came back, he tried reaching out to him. He shows up to the property. Everything's gone. Gone. The contractor, basically, they took everything. They took the security cameras that they had. They took everything, wiped him clean. And the guy used his own money to build this house, his savings and stuff. So interesting story. Hans is a good friend. I'll post. If you're interested in helping, I'll have to pull the link from Wednesday's show, and I'll post it in here after today. But unbelievable story, and it just goes to show that there's a lot of deal holes, in the world. But a lot of people wanted to step up and ask what they could do to help Hans out. So check it out. Interesting story. All right, let's get into some fun stuff. I want to get into some fun stuff here, and is it going to be political? Not really. I don't think so. Drinking HMG coffee, because that's what I do, right? HMG coffee. Go to HMG Beverage or hmgcoffee.com and get your coffee today. Thank you. Shameless plug, I know. Listen, there was this rumor about cocaine being found in the White House. And just like that, we just lost a bunch of people, and I'm probably getting shadow banned for this. I saw a headline this morning. Secret Service calls off White House cocaine investigation due to, wait for it, lack of physical evidence. Now, I had thought about making this kind of a funny, AJ, what's up, man? I thought about, and I'm posting this right now, guys. I thought about coming on here and putting a bunch of either flour or powdered sugar or something. And I figured, I better not. But this was something else. If you read the article, and I'm kind of just again paraphrasing some of the article and whatnot, but it literally was like, hey, there's hundreds of people had access to the room, and it could have been anybody. I'm like, really? So the security around the White House is just so nonchalant that they wouldn't have seen who left the bag of cocaine. Here's a thought. Now listen, I want to say something here. I'm not a police officer. I'm not law enforcement. I'm not a detective. I'm none of those things. And I love those people. God bless them for what they do. But I am going to say one thing. So it said it was a bag of cocaine, and a lot of times, little plastic bags. Sometimes, people when you handle stuff like that. Sometimes you leave a what do you call it? Oh, a fingerprint. I didn't see anywhere in there, and I again, I could be wrong. It'd be the first time today that nobody thought about potentially testing for a fingerprint. Maybe. No. Secret Service? Anybody? I'm curious to the backstory. More on this. I just think it's funny, and maybe not like funny ha ha, but like you can't figure out where the bag of cocaine that was in the White House came from. Interesting. Okay. All right. Well, interesting. What else? Here's another funny, not so much funny ha ha. Bill Gates funded charity accused of kidnapping children in Ghana. Now, why is this? This is. I say this because everybody knows what a big fan I am of Bill Gates. That's sarcasm, people. For those of you that I can't stand the man. And I think this is such an important topic, especially now. Those of you that are watching right now, and we've lost people, probably because of some of the things I'm saying, but it needs to be said. Has anybody seen the movie that came out this week, Sound of Freedom? I'm hearing great reviews. My goal is to go see it this weekend. This stuff on child trafficking and stuff needs to be talked about more and more and more. It's a billions of dollars industry, and the fact that we're even calling it an industry is shameful, in my opinion. It's horrible, and the stuff needs to stop. But this, I found this headline scrolling through some of the news stuff, and the Bill Gates funded charity accused of kidnapping children. Accused. We'll see. Somehow that man gets out of everything. But I brought it up because of the children and the movie that recently came out this week, Sounds of Freedom. Go check it out. If you've seen it, leave a comment in the section below. Let me know what your thoughts were on it, please. What else? I saw something, a post on social media this week about military pay, or the lack of financial accountability that the Pentagon has. Like a bunch of, I believe it's the House GOP. I got it here. Where is it? Yeah, House GOP pressures Pentagon on lack of financial accountability. And this is what really blew my mind, was the amount of money that we spend on, let me see if I can find it here. I'm waiting for this to open up. The U.S. spends more on defense than China, Russia, India, Saudi Arabia, the United Kingdom, Germany, France, South Korea, Japan, and the Ukraine combined. I so want to make a comment, smart-ass comment here, like, well, the Ukraine doesn't really spend money on defense because we give them everything, right? And that's probably going to be an unpopular statement. Again, my opinion. I see people leaving. That's fine. It's how much money have we spent on the Ukraine and money that we've given them? And yet we have problems here in the U.S. that we can't get fixed because there's no money. I'm just saying, you guys got to start putting the puzzle pieces together. And maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, or if you don't agree, that's fine. I respect everybody's opinion. I really do. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you being on here. But it's like that seems to be a lot on defense, and then there's a lot of things that I don't know that the numbers don't add up there. But we're spending more on defense than China, Russia, India, Saudi Arabia, United Kingdom, Germany, France, South Korea, Japan, and the UK combined. Whew. That's a lot. Forget Genetics, one of our network sponsors. Barry, I assume that's you. Yes? Forget Genetics, great organization. Veteran owned. Go check them out. Thank you for being here. What else do we have today in the news? What else do we have? Hey, here's something. Non-U.S. citizens can now be police officers in Washington, D.C. Let me say that again, because I know that's going to be... there's going to be questions here. Non-U.S. citizens can now be police officers in Washington, D.C. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Appreciate you, Barry. Thanks, brother. What are your guys' thoughts on this? The headline. I haven't read the entire article on this. Yeah, AJ, right? I'm glad you're still on there. Thank you, brother, for being here. I really appreciate it. And I caught the episode that you were on recently. Love it. So I see, and this is, I almost feel like the title here is a little clickbait-ish. But here's why. Here's my opinion. Again, full disclosure, have not read the entire article yet. However, that being said, if several weeks ago I talked about what's the definition of U.S. citizen compared to United States of America citizen, right? According to U.S. Code, what was it 32-4008, something like that. I forget what the code is. I don't have it in front of me. But you can look this up. It gives you the definition of United States. And when you look at the U.S. Code, what the definition of United States is, it says it's a corporation. Don't believe me. You can look this. You could literally Google this, folks, and find it in Cornell's Law. It shows all the U.S. codes. If you look at it, it says the United States, not United States of America, United States is a corporation. Now, that being said, why is that important? If you say that you're a U.S. citizen, well, are you a U.S. citizen or are you a United States of America citizen? Because there is a difference according to the U.S. Code. If you look at the U.S. Code, and I know some of you are thinking like, Jesus, Adam, you got way too much time on your hands. I don't, but this is just years and years of looking this stuff up and talking to people. United States, if you look at where the location of the United States is, it's in the District of Columbia. That's it. In the boundaries of the District of Columbia. Now, I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. That's not my intent this morning. But I saw this non-U.S. citizens can now be police officers in Washington, D.C. Well, I'm curious to see how they define non-U.S. citizens. So does that mean, well, if somebody lives in Maryland, they can be, and they're a sovereign, if they're a state national of Maryland, not a U.S. citizen, because a state national and a U.S. citizen's two different things. You guys got to look this up. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Maybe I'll do this for a happy hour next week. It is two different things. So look that up. It's great. I got to finish the article. I started it, but I saw that and I just wanted to share. Let me get caught up on something. Jim, what's up, brother? Hey, I got to call you today because I'm thinking about coming down there this weekend. Yeah, it really is crazy. Which one pays taxes? I'll be the other one. So, AJ, I'm serious. Look this up. U.S. codes and stuff. I'm going to have the gentleman on. I can't remember. One of the Decision Hour shows I did, it was like 3-4 weeks ago. It was a 2-hour long show, but he talks about being a sovereign citizen. And most people, when they hear, I don't have to abide by the rules. You would be surprised that once you dive into what the laws are here in the country, and most people don't. Let's face it, they can be confusing. It can be time consuming. But when you really look into it, and mind you guys, this isn't something that I just recently came up with. This is years and years of crawling down rabbit holes, talking to people, and I'm not an expert, but there are people out here that are experts in this, and like I know people that are giving up their U.S. citizenship and becoming state nationals of the state that they're in, and they're literally checking out and not having to pay taxes in some areas. Yes, AJ, that's true too. So there's two different birth certificates. I'm going to say this only because you said something. I'm not going to crawl down this rabbit hole this morning, but so when you're born, you have a long birth certificate, but then when you become a U.S. citizen, it turns into the short one that we all know of. There's also different passports and stuff that I learned. I will send you a link if I remember, AJ. I will send you a link, or just shoot me a text and I'll send you a link later today. So that's all I'm going to say about that, because I got to get into the shows and stuff, and maybe I'll do that for happy hour next week. That would be a great topic to talk about. What is up with my tie? Like my tie was drinking this morning or something? Look at that. Unreal. Anyway, so check these articles out. I put them up here for a reason. Obviously, they're not just talking points for me. I really think some of these things are things that we need to address. And we don't. And I pulled these articles from AmericanFaith.com. It's a kind of a neutral. I found it to be more neutral and independent, but very pro-American type website. Interesting stuff. I think it's better than, I'll just say, the mainstream media. So, all right. And don't forget, check out the Hans Mum story. That was really something else. Hey, listen, we got stuff coming up here at the end of this month. I'm going to be down in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital. I caught myself. For the Military Child Education Coalition Global Summit, July 24th through the 26th. If you're in the D.C. metro area, or if you want to come out, if you have kids, if you're currently in the military, if you're a veteran, active duty, guard, or reserve, follow Military Child Education Coalition. It's militarychild.org. They got a lot of great resources. And if you're in, for all of you that are watching, if you are a photographer in and around the D.C. metro area, Northern Virginia, Maryland, we need some photographers for this event. Reach out, send me a DM. You can leave a comment here or DM the HMG page here, okay? Let us know. What else? Podcast movement. Denver, Colorado. I'm coming for you August 21st through the 24th. Haven't been to Denver in a spell. I'm looking forward to getting out there. For all you podcasters out there, or if you're interested in starting a podcast and you've never been to an event like this, you need to go. This is actually my first podcast movement that I will be attending. I've done Podfest, but this is the first podcast movement. It's the world's largest, and I'm looking forward to it. And if you're a podcaster or an author and you're looking for a home, HMG could be the place for you. Check us out, heroesmediagroup.com. Run Ranger Run, September 1st through October 3rd. Our friends over at Gallant Few is bringing back Run Ranger Run. What is it? It's Gallant Few's veteran fitness awareness and fundraising event created to honor and continue the mission of U.S. Army Ranger veteran Corporal Corey Smith. In 2012, Corey ran, walked, and biked from Fort Benning, Georgia, all the way to Indianapolis, Indiana, which is where Corey was from. It was 565 miles. And he did that to educate the public on the difficult journey between reintegrating back into the civilian population. So check it out. Gallant Few. If you go to gallantfew.org, you'll be able to see all that stuff. Hey, I'm excited because this time of year, September specifically, our friends over at Team Addo, They're doing their Heroes Welcome Ball and the All Heroes Open Fishing Tournament. Now, you guys know that I'm an outdoors guy, and I absolutely love this event or these events and this organization. If you go to Team Addo, that's teamaddo.org, Tampa, Florida, listen, it's awesome down there. September 29th is the Heroes Ball, and then September 30th is the All Heroes Open Fishing Tournament. Get involved. You're going to love this. If you've never been, if you're a veteran and you've never been, reach out to me. If you're interested in going, reach out to me. This is my third or fourth year. It's a fourth year going, third year sponsoring, and it's freaking awesome. We absolutely love this. It's a good time. It's teamaddo.org. And with Team Addo, I will say this. They are doing their Bronco giveaway. They're going to be, you guys have heard me talk about it for the last couple of months. Their Bronco giveaway, their 2022 Ford Bronco, brand new, custom. I mean, this thing's cherry. Custom to the T. Big tires, the whole 9 yards, leather seats, etc. They're drawing the winner Friday, September 29th. They are drawing the winner. You can still buy tickets now. The tickets are $100. They're only selling 5,000 of them. All right? They have a few left, not many. If you want to get in on it, you're going to get the Bronco and $10,000 cash for tax and registration and whatnot. And you can go to the teamaddo.org page, and you'll see it. It pops up right there on the homepage. So it's pretty cool. So check that out. Got a new sponsor on the network here, Independence Bourbon. It's for women, by women. And I'm looking forward to having this young lady on the Decision Hour show here in the next couple of weeks. Ann Parton, great gal. But go check it out, independence-bourbon.com. All right, let's get into some of the shows. I want to start off with this show, The Other Side of the Firewall. This is all about computer stuff, technology, and whatnot. And they do a show every single day. These guys are off the chain. I absolutely love it. I learned so much, and I'm not an IT guy by any means. These guys are. Monday, they talked about national cybersecurity and in the private sector. Tuesday, and this is the one that really got me. Pay attention here. Tuesday's show was new USPS package tracking scam. Those of you small business owners, this is myself, that track, or excuse me, that ship products to your customers and whatnot, you want to be aware of this. USPS package tracking scam. What is it? Find out. Wednesday was the GDPR halts threads launch in Europe. And then yesterday was Meet Daryl Brooks, Certified Information Systems Security Professional. Again, I'm not an IT guy. Some of that stuff is just kind of way above my pay grade. These guys break it down in layman's terms and easily consumable. So check it out. It's The Other Side of the Firewall. Hey, listen, let me bring this up real quick. Those of you, we're hiring. HMG is hiring. We are hiring. I am looking for, what am I looking for? I'm looking for people, journalists, and people out there that want to cover college football and college basketball this season. This fall, college football and college basketball. We got a bunch of events and a lot of new teams that that we're requesting that we show presence, and I need bodies. So if you're interested, if you like college sports, now's your chance to become part of the HMG family. Go to the games, cover the games. It's a lot of fun. I'll be honest. I love going to Army-Navy game every year just because of the traditions and everything like that. You walk the sidelines, you take pictures. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's a great time. We've done NASCAR, Major League Baseball. So if you're a sports nut or whatnot, DM us, send us your resume. we want you. And I know the shows already know when they sign up and they become part of the HMG family, they get access to that stuff too. So shows, if you go, those of you that are watching, don't forget, if you want to go to the games and stuff this year, let me know. All right, next up we got the Misfit Nation podcast. This week, Command Sergeant Major retired Scott Schroeder. He dedicated 34 years of his life to service, and he served in every leadership billet from team leader to Force Comm Sergeant Major. He was a Sergeant Major in the Stryker 2nd Brigade Combat Team of the 101st Airborne Division for 6.5 of those years, and then the Division Sergeant Major during the height of the surge in Afghanistan in 2010 to 2012. Now he is helping companies reduce internal pressure and increase capacities. So check it out. Great show, Misfit Nation. Check it out. Next up, we got Pushing Back Chaos. How challenges, hardships, and struggles can lead to a fulfilling life. Man, preach. This week, Mike and Mellon addressed the less popular topic that challenges, hardships, and struggles that are actually essential in the pursuit of a meaningful and fulfilled life. Nobody likes to admit when somebody or something caused a massive setback that actually helped you become the person that you are today. Listen, we all go through struggles, and those struggles are needed. You know, I look back on my life, and there's a lot of crap I went through, a lot of it self-inflicted, but I'm grateful for going through the negative things because it's allowed me to be the person that I am today. And here's the other thing: there's a lot of people out there struggling right now, and maybe you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see. Then fix it. I can't be fixed. I can't do this. I can't do that. Those are all excuses. Those are all smoke screens. Don't create excuses for yourself. Take it from somebody that's been there. I hated myself for years. Now I like the guy that I've become. I'll be the first to tell you I'm not the greatest person in the world. I'm not perfect. None of us are. But I'm not an asshole. Well, I can't be an asshole. I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't get down on myself too much anymore like I used to. I like my life. I like the person I've become. I feel like I'm a pretty good person. So look yourself in the mirror, those of you if you're struggling, and say to yourself, I'm a good person, and then start believing in that. All right. So with that being said, Pushing Back Chaos, check it out. Next up, this one's gonna get you boiling. Environmentally speaking, I absolutely love this show. And this week, the ladies, the title that Beyond the Surface, unveiling the insecurities of whale mortality in offshore wind projects. Yep, they're talking about, why is everybody talking about offshore all the time? Why do you think that is? I'm asking you guys, why do you think we're talking offshore wind projects all the time? Because we're seeing whales being washed up on the beach. Now, those of you in middle America or out west, you're probably not seeing it or hearing about it. If you're out east, it's all up and down the coast down here. It's what you see, and you don't see it all the time. And what I mean by that is that you're not seeing it on the news and stuff like that, but it's happening. It's happening a lot, and it's disturbing. On this episode, Environmentally Speaking, Marissa and Clarice dive into a controversial topic of whale deaths and their possible connection to offshore wind activity. Now, they have a guest this week, Robert Rocha, sheds light on complexities surrounding these deaths and the ongoing debates. Now, here's the thing. Up in the upper northeast here, and Robert's worked at the Whaling Museum in Rhode Island, I believe. He starts by acknowledging that while there have been reported deaths, there's limited information and published results that are available. He argues that challenging to determine the exact cause of these deaths, and believes that blaming turbine areas alone is too simplistic. Interestingly, he suggests that those advocating for a halt of re-examination of a situation may be funded by the petroleum industry, which really, if you think about it, kind of adds an ironic twist to the whole discussion as a whole. This was such an awesome episode, and it's very eye-opening. I learned so much on this one. You learned about how many different right whale species there are. You learn about the different whales that are up in the northeast, the most common. You find out what they're doing in more detail to put these offshore wind farms up, and the cause and effects and kind of the loopholes that the government's going through to make sure that this stuff happens. It's very intriguing. So check it out, environmentally speaking. Listen, those of you on here, share this. If you're just jumping on, say hello. Let me know you guys are out there in the old interweb lands. Next up, we got the MSEC podcast, Math and Your Toddler. Rebecca, I hope I say her name right, Rebecca Parlikin discusses early math learning with toddlers and preschoolers while engaging in play. She shares examples that are easily incorporated into everyday activities. This was a really cool episode. It's the MSEC podcast. Check it out. Next up, we got one of the best shows out there right now, the Arms Room Show. Check it out. They're welcome back, John. John is back in the studio. John from Redwire Gear, and he talks about his recent trip abroad, and they talk about how to spot the UXO as a civilian. What is UXO? Gotta listen, find out. Check it out. That's the Arms Room Show. Next up, we got Chasing Happiness with our man Ryan. This week, he had the privilege to host Alice McVeigh, who's navigated life's symphony with a yielding spirit. She navigating music and writing with ADHD. So she started off in music. It's a fascinating journey, mastering how to play the cello, and then her transition into writing, despite facing an undiagnosed ADHD, school bullying, and so on. She decided to swap Juilliard for Indiana University. Her experience studying under Jacqueline Dupree in London, and her shift from performing in orchestra to penning novels. Very interesting episode. Check it out. It's Chasing Happiness. Next up, we got the Joel Evans Show. Our man Joel, this week, he's talking with Thomas Newman, talking about how he can tease out the difference between what makes an athlete average or pro. He used the key metrics to turn losing professional teams into winning teams, and now is taking those same metrics, to tactical operators and law enforcement. This was a really cool episode. Check it out. Joel Evans Show. Next up, we got Label Free Podcast. Author and entrepreneur Paul Zolman, the creator of Roll of Love. They discuss Paul's childhood growing up in an abusive home and how it influenced his understanding of love. Paul shares his wisdom and advice on finding your path to love and improving your relationships. Check it out. That's Label Free Podcast. Next up, we got Because Bikers Matter podcast. Special guest this week is Mark. Oh, I hope I say his name right. Mark Augustin. Mark shares his background in motorcycles and how he got into riding. The conversation also touches on the importance of family and kids in the biking community. That's huge. I can definitely count for that. Because Bikers Matter. Love this episode. Time to shine today with our man Fergie, Scott Ferguson. This week, he's talking with the Brilliance Unveiler, Natalie Jahobi. Leverages more than a decade of experience empowering hundreds of women as an image consultant, and now she's a leadership coach and personal brand strategist of Unveiled Way. She works with trailblazing women to empower them to unveil their brilliance and maximize their impact. Good episode. Time to shine today. We got your 6 at 6 with the People's Patriot Project every Sunday night, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Go check it out. They do roundtable. Gabe, who was on here earlier, he was just on there recently or whatnot. So Mark and Andra, they're killing it each and every week. Check it out. People's Patriot Project. We got your 6 at 6. That's 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. God's Good Table. Go follow them on Instagram. They got some new shows that are coming this fall, and we'll keep you posted on that. But I had a long conversation with Maureen last night, and they're doing some great things, and we're going to be actually going down. I've talked about it for the last several months. We're finally got a date locked in where we're going to go down and do some video and whatnot. So check it out, God's Good Table. And go to godsgoodtable.com. They got an event coming up August 11th through the 13th. And you can find that out at godsgoodtable.com. Sponsors, huge shout out. Forget Genetics. They were just on here a little bit earlier. Man, Barry, appreciate you guys. If you guys are outdoorsmen and you want the deer, you want the bears, you want animals in your woods, go check out Forget Genetics. You'll thank me later. Here's why. They're going to give you 10% off if you use promo code HMG at checkout too. Carrabba's in North Carolina, Fayetteville, that's Fort Bragg area. All you Fort Bragg folks down there. This is the Carrabba's on Sycamore. Go check it out. Thank you guys for your support. Appreciate you. My tax fella, Anthony, I know you're going to see this. I appreciate you, man. I owe you a phone call. We got to get the dates locked in. I'm going to go come over and see you. If you are a small business owner and you need help with taxes or bookkeeping or anything like that, let the professionals hand it for you. Go to mytaxfella.com and set up an appointment today. Alibi Tattoo. Hey, listen, did you get a bad tattoo at one time and you're trying to get rid of it? Hey, they also do tattoo removal, piercing, or maybe you got an idea for a new tattoo. Go check them out. Alibi Tattoo. Honor Brewing. Appreciate you guys down there in Northern Virginia. We'll be down there here soon. Feed the People, Buy the People. AJ was on here. There he is. There's a man, AJ. Feed the People, Buy the People. Listen, AJ's got a bunch of stuff going on right now. The man is just, I admire this cat. I'm honored to call him a friend. If you need a farmer or a rancher in your area, or if you are a farmer or a rancher, go to Feed the People, Buy the People and get in touch with them so they can get you on their directory and whatnot, so people can find you. It's important that we know what we're putting in our bodies. When it comes to consumption of beef and stuff like that now, I always go to AJ and we have long conversations about it. In fact, I started, he gave me an idea of questions to ask my local rancher here, so I knew what type of beef I was buying. Went out and bought a half a cow recently. In fact, I'm picking it up in a couple of weeks. I'm excited about it. I wouldn't have been able to do that without AJ's knowledge and what to look for. And I feel much better because I went through AJ and Feed the People, Buy the People. Make sure you check it out. FeedThePeopleBuyThePeople.com. Got a Whole Brewing. Go check out. If you've never been to Eureka Springs, Arkansas, I haven't, but we're going to probably be down there in March, tentatively, March 2024. We're going to do an event down there. I hear it's beautiful down there. Get down there. You want some lunch, go grab a beer. Tell them HMG sent you. Got a Whole Brewing in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. We appreciate you. Motorcycle safety lawyers. Listen, guys, come on. Seriously, these guys need to be on your speed dial. If you are riding a motorcycle, make sure Motorcycle Safety Lawyers is on speed dial. Go check them out. What else do we have? Independence Bourbon. For women, by women. Check it out. Independence-bourbon.com. Check it out. New sponsor. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate you. And then, of course, last, certainly not, well, not last, not yet. JB Auto Clothiers. You'll see this fine ass jacket that I am wearing. This is an JB Auto Clothiers original, custom inside. You got my name on it and whatnot. If you're looking for a suit, a jacket, a tuxedo, go to JB Auto Clothiers and get set up for an appointment today. All right? Veteran owned. Check it out, jbautoclothiers.com. Last, certainly not least, HMG Beverage. If you need coffee, go check it out. We're about out of the Brazilian and Kickstart, but we got a couple more of the other blends going right now. It's been a busy couple of weeks here for the roasting, so we're excited about that. If you're in Tennessee, go to Short Mountain Distillery. That's another sponsor. I'm going to shout out to Billy, Short Mountain Distillery. They do our gin. Go grab a bottle of gin over at Short Mountain Distillery. Listen, that's it. That's all the time I got today, man. I gotta get to work, guys. I gotta get to work. But listen, I appreciate you all being here. Thanks those of you that shared this. Thank you. Make sure you check out the articles that I posted earlier, and then go please go check out our sponsors. Go support our sponsors. And again, if you are a podcaster or an author and you're looking for a home, reach out to us. Let's talk. We want to grow this network. And if you are a sports nut and you want to cover college football or college basketball this season, also reach out to us because we are hiring right now. So come check it out. You can go to heroesmediagroup.com, find all the shows, all the articles over there. That's it. Put a smile on your face, guys. Seriously, it's a beautiful day. Smile a lot, make someone laugh, know someone cares. God bless you. God bless America. We'll see you guys next week. Take care.